You know what that means?
It's time for another podcast?
Yeah, it's time for another podcast. And it's time to rock. Don't you think?
Let's rock.
You ready to rock? I better get our new sound. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah.
New sounder.
Yeah, there we go. Just, well, why don't we start off with a...
This is a shout out.
Yes.
All right. How about Tiffany Fields being our 11th subscriber? Big shout out to Tiffany.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I also missed last week. Of course, we missed Jamie last week. You know, she got married on Saturday, so big shout out to Jamie.
She's in Europe.
Italy.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, her and Fernando, I'm sure they're going to have a great time over there. And Jamie likes cats, you know, and the cats they're free to roam in Rome.
Oh, Roman Rome cats.
Yeah, yep. So I'm sure she'll like that. So shout out to Jamie and Tiffany. And then John, my dear friend who I've known for years, John Hunziker.
Yeah.
Hunzi, it was, he's subscribed to our YouTube channel. So thank you, John.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And I want to shout out again to Bill Torzon. I chatted with him a little bit yesterday.
Did you?
Via text message.
Yeah.
You know, so big shout out to Bill again and Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon
Keel. We're going to bring you on here before too long, Brandon.
I'm excited for that one.
When we do the setup, we're going to, you know, reorganize down here, make it a little more convenient, ergonomical.
Yeah.
So
feng shui.
Yeah, shout out to all you. Thanks for watching and thanks for.
This is a shout out.
Yo, more cowbell.
I love cowbell.
Shout out to Christopher Walken.
If you have not seen that skit, I highly suggest it.
Yeah. You know what, too? That skit's hilarious. And everybody that's in the band. I think Horatio Sands is in that one.
How Jimmy, everybody's not breaking.
Fallon, he's in that, too.
Yeah, I think he's in that. Yeah,
but Will Ferrell just looks the part.
Yeah.
He's dressed to the nines, got his sunglasses, just beating the hell out of that cowbell. It is hilarious.
Christopher Walken is an absolute legend. I mean...
This song needs more cowbell. Yeah, he is. He's a legend. He's in, I don't watch a whole lot of TV anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there was a show on Apple TV right around the COVID era, and it was called Severance.
Oh, yeah.
And he is in that, and my God, he's just good.
Yeah, they got another season coming out soon, right?
Yeah, can't wait to watch it. I hope they don't mess it up because that was a awesome show. And Ben Stiller was one of the writers and directed that show. Well, maybe that's part of the ghost stories we'll have to hit up here.
Yeah.
But, I was talking about Severance, so great show, right?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, check it out because, man, it's just like how life imitates art and vice versa type of. Sometimes when I walk into work, I'm like, I'm severed.
Oh.
Click. You go in the door and it's click. So they get in an elevator and it dings and then it shuts everything. It shuts everything out that they did outside of work. Mm-hmm. They have no memory of who they are and what they do and stuff like that. I would never do anything like that.
Honestly, I think
that's insane.
Some companies would absolutely love that.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Especially around the Super Bowl.
Yeah. The Super Bowl holidays.
Yeah.
I always thought, come Thanksgiving, forget it. What we need to do is the week of Thanksgiving, that's it. You're done for the rest of the year. The government can pay us, okay, with all the money we pay to go over to other countries, which is as big as a bunch of horse shit, So come Thanksgiving in this country, that's it. You're done until January 2nd. Then you come back and kick ass for 10 months. And what do you think?
I wouldn't be upset with it.
If I was Darth Sidious, that's what I would have done.
Yeah. I mean, think of kind of a morale booster a little bit, But, I mean, a lot of Europe does that. They go on like a three week holiday. And
quite often.
They give people a chance to shut down, unwind, and why not?
Yeah, no doubt, man. We overdo it in this country. Corporate America sucks. The greed at the top's insane. Well, I guess them shareholders need a bigger helipad on their yacht.
I know.
I mean,
it must be nice to live like you're in Roblox or Minecraft,
Scarlett. Well, when she's like, a few years ago, she's like, Dad, look at my mansion I built.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm going to live in one just like this. I'm like, Well, you can, but it's a little bit different than creating it on your iPad. You know what I'm saying? If you want to live in that, you got to work for it.
Yeah.
Did she listen? Not yet.
Yeah.
So I hope she gets it figured out. I've been telling her to jump rope. You want to be bigger, stronger, faster, jump higher, jump faster, jump rope 5 minutes a day, 3 days a week. So 15 minutes a week. That's all you got to do. Turn you into a finely athletic tuned machine.
Yeah. I mean,
But she doesn't listen.
I know. I will say one thing. My youngest, Caden, that kid, if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have lost some of the weight that I've lost. Because that kid keeps me busy. Yeah. And he's always, how can I get better? How can I get better? How can I get better? For an 8-year-old to want to get as good at football as he possibly can, and he's constantly working at it and doing different things, and he's like,
that's impressive.
What can I do to get faster? What can I do this? And now it's rubbing off on Connor, and so Connor's trying to do the same thing. Well, how can I get faster? How can I do this? So
get him a good jump rope.
Yeah, I think this winter we'll be working on a lot of different stuff down in the basement, agility drills and just different things. So I mean, I don't know, next spring I could be looking pretty ripped.
Yeah. That's a good goal to have, a healthy goal.
Yeah.
When I was in my late 20s and was working out all the time and jogging a lot, I jump rope 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a warm-up for me when I was
stretching.
stretching.
Cardio, too.
Well, so the equivalent of jump roping for 5 minutes is like jogging 10 minutes, right? So I was doing that when I was 30 and 31 years old, I was out jumping and out playing the kids that played basketball for high school. And they're like, how is this old dude doing this?
It's always fun when you can do that.
And it was cool. That helped, jump rope, for sure. So I tried to tell Scarlett. Of course, my brother always told me, oh, you want to jump higher, you want to jump faster, and work on your timing and speed and your agility within all that. He says, jumping rope, man, that's the key. So, and he learned that, I'm sure, from NBA players and things. I think that'd be my guess. So, yeah, he wasn't wrong. Of course, I, did it when I was in my, 27, 28 years old.
Yeah, better late than never.
Yeah, better. Hey, like I told you the other day at lunch in that latest one of the later Rocky movies, it ain't over till it's over. When he was running the restaurant, it was that movie, when he's in the restaurant, when he owned it. He goes, it ain't over till it's over. And I'm like, correct. So what you're saying is the sky's the limit until you're,
in the ground.
In the ground.
Or ash.
Yeah.
However you prefer.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
Well, we'll have to talk about that someday, too.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Josh? We're in October 12th. We had a pretty good spooky encounters.
Yeah.
And everything looked good up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Got our ticker.
Got a new ticker.
We got our ticker, folks. So make sure you check out the YouTube channel and like and subscribe. Share if you would. It helps our algorithm and helps us grow the channel.
Yeah.
Well, so we're going to, like, what are some of your favorite, like, scary movies?
Ooh. The one that really kind of pops out, and I don't know. I mean, this is kind of one of those early 2000s, horror movies, but it's one that stuck with me, and, at first it was like, wow, this is wild. The Ring.
Yeah, okay.
Watching The Ring for the first time, really just Is it a scary movie? No, you don't have like things kind of like but it's just an eerie,
freaky,
creepy movie, and it's one of those where if a horror movie can kind of make it feel like it can happen right now.
Oh yeah,
it's creepy.
Now The Ring was based off of so-called true stories.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember. I listened to it on the Lights Out podcast. They were talking about it, and I didn't know that. Yeah, I've never seen The Ring, but I do know the story that it came from, which was pretty creepy.
Yeah, it's a fun movie to watch. You're gonna it's just creepy. There's nothing else really to say. I mean, other than it's a creepy movie to watch, but it was fun, and it was right around that high school time frame. So
yeah, so it was perfect for your generation.
Yeah,
I never seen that one. I like that. Do you find yourself like watching movies like that around this time of year?
Oh yeah.
I know, like, I have my traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Come October, man, it gets real traditional. So,
Yeah.
of course, I watched The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, which is
Yeah.
probably one of the best, works of art that there ever was and ever will be.
Yeah.
It's just so perfect, And when you're a kid and you watch it, it's just it's like ingrained in my consciousness. Okay, so we were talking about. Do you remember?
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, and then so that's a tradition, and then my absolute favorite is Ichabod. Ichabod and Mr. Toad is the name of the show. Disney's version of the Headless Horseman. And that, I believe, 1955 or 1956 is when that came out. Can you believe that?
No.
And it's a perfect story, narrated by Bing Crosby. And it's a perfect story. It's the perfect Headless Horseman story, I think.
Yeah.
That version. I've never seen a movie that really captured it. They might be out there. I know there's some B movies that were pretty good. They used to show on TV a long time ago, but that version, Disney's version of the Headless Horseman, is.
I'd like the Tim Burton version too.
Oh yeah, no, that's an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
Of course Tim does what he wants to do and Hollywoods it up, which is fine because it was cool. Christopher Walken's in that, of course.
Christopher Walken's in that one.
Johnny Depp. Mm-hmm. And Ian McDermott is in that movie. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our favorite galactic bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in that. So yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I love that animated. And then when I go to Disney and you go to places like the Haunted Mansion, that ride's it's a bit. I don't want to say outdated, but you can tell some of that stuff's old. But it's still that ride is from the '70s.
Yeah.
And it's totally awesome.
It is really neat.
Inside and out.
I'm going to tell myself, January was the first time I've ever rode that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the first time I ever rode it. I never had a chance.
Better late than never.
Yeah. Better late than never. And it was pretty cool, other than the fact that it kept pausing.
It did?
Yeah. Well, it was to help let some riders off.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of takes you out of the whole vibe, because it's like, you're doing your thing, and then everything just stops. If
I paused on that ride, I'd be looking at everything, man. There's just so much going on in that mansion. I can't believe how they made that work.
It's incredible. Yeah, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking around trying to see everything I can and everything, but it's so cool. I mean, they do a really good job of the practical effects, and I'm a huge fan of practical effects, and whenever possible. Green screen's great. I like it. Does a lot of cool things that we can't do.
Give me real.
But yeah,
give me real. And I mean, look at the sets on A New Hope, Empire. Okay, that just looks so much more authentic than what we see in the prequels, right?
Yeah.
Which is why when they did the newer movies, 9, 10, and 11, right? Is that what they were?
Yeah.
7, 8, and 9. That's right. 7, 8, 9.
Oh, yeah.
The Force Awakens. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
7, 8, 9.
So there's the dogs.
Puppies.
She's probably going to bring them down here. J.J. Abrams went back to using set pieces, which I was like, thank you. It does look a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with green screen. You can add a lot of cool stuff. It's nice if they supplement a set
with it. And Lucas, that's pretty revolutionary, I thought. Those, episodes 2 and 3 for sure were shot with a lot of green screen effect. A lot. Or blue screen. I remember when you see the footage, you can see both green and blue. But
yeah, that's got to be difficult for an actor to, really put
be
yourself...
a good actor.
Yeah.
You got to be a good actor,
rough.
right?
Yeah.
So I use my green screens over there, Josh, when I record like music videos and stuff, and other videos too. But I haven't released anything yet. But the music videos, I'll put like moving pictures on the background will change and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. I like doing that.
Oh yeah, having a green screen's
pretty neat.
Fun. Yeah.
It is fun. I used to. The Rock and Roll Rundown was shot all digital background for first 2 years, and then when the last year here, probably a little longer now. I've been using the wall as the background, which cut back on my editing time immensely. Which, by the way, this week's rundown I did yesterday. Yeah. Because I just had, it's
a busy week.
Just crazy, right? So I used the podcast setup for that because everything was right here.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have anything over there yet. I'm like, I'm just going to do it right here.
Yeah. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
That deserves a...
Yeah.
I did it live. Yeah. All right, shut up.
Yeah. Get one of those signs.
We
Applause,
should probably,
please.
since we did it live, and Bill's actually one of the guys I like as a newscaster.
This is a shout out.
Bill O'Reilly. No Spin News. All right. Gave Bill a shout out.
So, movies.
Yeah.
Are you more of a slasher horror movie?
No.
Or are you more of the like sci-fi?
No, not necessarily sci-fi. I'm definitely not. I've never seen The Nightmare on Elm Street. Just bits and pieces. And
Okay.
when I was younger, it just kind of turned my stomach.
Yeah.
Although I like Freddy Krueger. And then I've never watched the Friday the 13th.
Oh, really?
Yep. True story. So I'm a Poltergeist fan. Okay, the original Poltergeist, which I haven't seen the new one yet with Sam Rockwell. Mm-hmm. But the original one that Steven Spielberg did with Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What a movie. It scared the hell out of me back in, I think it was 82 maybe.
Was it that long?
Yeah. And it just scared the crap out of me. And I love it because of that.
Yeah.
So I try to watch it once in a while. And, man, it just holds up, man. And living in a house where I witnessed poltergeist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It kind of resonates.
Daily is like, okay, if I seen that clown.
Yeah.
That clown was the best. So, the clown got the painted face is all happy. And then when it's attacking them, they repainted it and made it sinister and stuff. I was like, yeah. That's wild. That was wild. That clown scene, man, that did it for me, man. That was intense.
Yeah.
That was intense. I like clowns. It didn't scare me from not liking clowns. So yeah, no, I'm a ghost. Like one of my favorite, like I don't know if it's a scary movie, but it's a ghost movie. Is The Others with Nicole Kidman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What a great movie.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that's one that was so popular at the time.
Yeah,
that,
early 2000s
spoof movies.
I think.
Even. Yeah.
And when I was watching it, I think it took me, I was about halfway through the film, I'm like, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
They're the ghost. When her husband came back.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. When her husband found his way back home, I was like, oh, okay. And then he acted like he didn't know him and hardly knew him, and he walks away. Yeah, pick one up if you want.
Amazing.
They'll let you.
What's up, guys?
Miles, Kobe.
Oh.
Kobe, Miles.
There we go.
There's folks. There's Kobe right there. Can you see him?
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Yeah, he don't know us. Miles trying to jump up here.
Yeah, he's trying to go up here too. I only got enough left for one.
They haven't got to know you quite well. Although they did pretty good. They didn't bark at you. That's cool.
Caden's gonna be really jealous. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah, Miles.
I'm sorry.
Come here, Miles. I'll show everybody. So Kobe has a red collar. Miles has the blue one. They're brothers. That's a good dog. Give daddy kisses. They're brothers, and Miles was the first one born, and Kobe was the runt. And then there was one in between, and he looked like one of the parents.
Oh,
full color. So the people that adopted him call him Copper.
Nice. Yeah.
So, and then the kids, Riley and Scarlett named him after their favorite NBA players. Yeah. So Kobe and Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my little wiener dogs there. Yeah, and I got my decorations out front. Were they up when you came in?
I saw that.
Did you see? I got the two wiener. Same thing for Christmas. I got two inflatables.
So we got our Boba Fett and Grogu Halloween
decorations
up. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah. Get me a picture. I'll have to just drive by.
I'll drive by. I mean, it's we don't have much. We just got that right now.
Well, that's better than nothing.
But I'm in the process of trying to find a way to ask Brooklyn to get like one of these projection machines that like goes across, but They're
That's
pricey,
pretty cool.
and
Yeah.
that might take a lot of convincing and a lot of overtime.
Yeah, I do like the projectors.
They're really cool.
I got the Ghost one out there now, and then at Christmas I got 2 or 3 of them. Man,
Yeah.
they're just cool.
Yeah, this one. So have you ever seen those 3D mapping, like where they have like a building and they'll just change it and it'll look like a haunted house or something?
yeah.
So it's like that for the home, and you can program it to do all these different things and everything. And I'm like, that would be awesome because you can use it for
wow.
July, Halloween,
Yeah.
Christmas, any holiday you
Valentine's
want,
Day.
just for fun. Birthdays, make a birthday.
Yeah.
You turn your house into a birthday cake.
Yeah, we need more light. That's why I like this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
The Halloween decorations and lights have really become a thing in the last 10, 15 years, maybe even 20.
I'll tell you, drive around, and you'll see some people really doing some cool stuff.
Cool stuff. And then the big giant statues now.
Like 12, 13 foot
the skeletons and werewolves.
Shoot,
man, that just looks
and
cool.
And they move and they do all
man, it's wild.
Crazy.
And I saw an awesome one of the Headless Horseman. I mean, it was like...
Is it
was
the skeleton
awesome.
one with the... Or is it an
No,
actual...
it was the actual one.
Oh.
But it was huge.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, that looks good. I think that was in Leesburg. I want to
Really?
say, when I go over to Mike and Anna's for practice.
Might have to cruise through.
Yeah, the brick roads there.
Yeah. I mean, Leesburg really gives a nice Halloween fall vibe, right?
Always
like
has.
with the brick roads and all that. It's
just
really
does.
neat. Yeah.
It just does. It always has. Yeah. Black's Landing was like that too. You know, where my family lives out there on Tippy Lake. Come the fall when the leaves start falling and the Lakers are gone.
Yeah.
It's kind of of course that's where the haunted house was that I lived in, right? So, well, how about you? What are you, a slasher guy?
Yes and no. I they have their issues. I hate the whole the tropes. Somebody's running. Oh no, I fell down. That kind of stuff, or the stupid decisions. I think a Geico commercial did a thing on it a couple years ago where they're like, "Where should we hide?" And they're like, "Let's go behind all the saws." And, it's like what? Like, it's that kind of stuff. Some of them get real creative and they can be really fun. I will say I like the throwback stuff that people do, like American Horror Story. Did a whole season where it's like summer camp or whatever.
Yeah.
That was
I saw
really
them
cool.
advertised for that.
Yeah, like I like those where it's like the throwback. Then when they do the tropes, it's like it's funny.
It's funny. Sure.
I get it. But when it's like Chainsaw Massacre and they're running away and next thing you know they're in, it's like, let's go in this creepy shack and not the car that's sitting right there that we could easily get away from. Like, I'm not a smart man.
Scream was a slasher I liked.
Yeah, that was, I mean, the first one, again, I was young me,
Yeah, you was probably a little young for that one.
Little Mac.
That one, whew, that was a pretty cool movie, especially when you saw Drew Barrymore, and I'm not saying this is cool, but it was freaky when you saw her hanging and they, cut her open. I was like, oh.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, and in the font, Henry Winkler was in that.
Oh, yeah.
As the principal, and he got gacked. I was like, no, not the Fonz.
See, now my favorite slasher film of that like genre, Scary Movie.
Yeah, that first one was pretty fun.
I love. I mean, they do such a good job, kind of sticking with the Scream kind of move, and then adding in some stuff, and I love that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember watching. I went to the movie theater, and I remember just laughing my butt off.
Yeah,
and
I was probably
a Damon or Marlon.
Marlon and Sean.
Yeah, they were funny.
Oh man,
they were funny.
So you could really tell when they left the series that it just kind of started.
Which one was Chris Elliott in?
Oh,
was that the first one with his little tiny hand?
Oh no, that's Scary Movie 2.
Oh, that's
Scary Movie 2. Yeah. They
I can't remember that one.
What movie were they trying to rip off? Is the one with like Liam Neeson or something where they had the haunted house?
Yeah, and Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
I can never remember her name.
Michael Douglas's wife, right? Is that who it was?
Maybe. Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Zeta-Jones. Yeah, she was in that, I believe. Yeah, and Liam Neeson was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah, shoot. I think he's going to revise the Naked Gun series. He's going to be Drebin.
Yes.
And, I'm okay with that because Liam's so good that he can do anything.
He can, yeah.
He can do anything. At comedy.
Oh,
he was in a 10,000 Ways to Die in the West. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's fantastic.
Yep.
He can do a real dry humor. He can do, a little, his like little guest appearances on stuff where he just kind of comes out of nowhere and you're just like, hey, and he drops some funny line. First of all, that's one of my favorite series, Naked Gun series.
Yeah, sure.
I love Leslie
Hilarious.
Nielsen.
Man, that guy was just funny, man.
So good.
They ain't like him anymore.
No.
There's nobody like him.
And it's hard to do a movie like that anymore. It's because it can't just be funny and have clever writing. It's got to be...
They just had all the elements were there, and my goodness, was it funny? Jeez, both those 2 or 3 of them were funny. Even the one with Anna Nicole.
Oh yeah, the third
Smith,
one, 33 and a third.
Yeah, Leslie was he'd probably been a cool guy to hang out with.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah,
because he was hilarious.
Yeah, so I can see Liam doing that. Whoops, sorry, we're kicking the dogs back and forth. They're under the table.
I feel bad.
Yeah, I can see Liam doing that and doing a good job, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think I will say the horror movies, the ones that really got me, so Jamie and Joey, 10 years older than me.
Yeah, so they're probably watching them.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, they're 15, 16, I'm 5'6", the Aliens, I think Aliens, and then Aliens 3 came out around that time and all that. So those were popular movies, Predator, 1, 2, and 1 and 2.
Yeah. And those are gory movies, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
Predator.
yeah. And so I'm terrified of these movies as a child, like they scared the crap out of me. And, my brothers, again, being 10 years older than me, I feel like they could see in the dark. Mm-hmm. Like growing up, I was convinced that they could see in the dark because they would hide in dark hallways and different stuff, and they'd get me.
This is a shout out.
Shout out to Jamie and Joey.
Yeah, they would get me. They would get me. There would be times where I would just not walk down a hallway because the lights weren't on. I'm just turn around and go.
You just went. You knew better. That's funny. I got jump scared twice this week at work. Yeah. Someone honked their horn when I'm going in the door. Just a big loud truck scared the hell out of me, and I just cussed them up and down all the way to the,
Well, you're walking in, so you're trying to, severance yourself.
Severance, right? And then, and I'm like, you effing blah, blah, blah. And of course, she just laughing. She knew she scared the hell out of me. And then Peggy, I was walking in the door to Building A yesterday, and I couldn't see her. The windows are kind of dark. They're tinted. And when I got in, she goes, boo. And I was like, ah. And then all the way down the hall, you beep and bleep, bop, bop, and she just laughed. I got you. I was like, yep, shut the bleep up.
Somebody got me at lunch yesterday when we were getting up, and they had that a quiet box or whatever.
Yeah,
that's there. Nobody's ever in those things.
No, Chris was the manager.
Yeah,
the restaurant.
Got out and kind of just looked. I was like, oh,
yeah, he was in there the whole time we were talking. I used to see you facing me, so you didn't see him. That makes sense.
He got because it's one of those you're not expecting someone to be there, and sure enough, there he is.
I go in there once in a while. It's quite nice, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get some more of those, be more like Google.
They got a couple of them in 5.
Yeah.
And then they also have a couple in A, by the way. They're upstairs, I think.
Yeah, they kind of hid those away upstairs.
Yeah.
It's, I
will
say
the
one
lost
thing.
Up there, huh?
Yeah. Especially that third floor. I mean, rest in peace, third floor.
Yeah, R.I.P. Jeez.
We should turn that into a haunted house.
Yeah, no kidding. That'd be a good one.
Jeez.
Yeah, all you got to do is make it look like work. Anyway, that's good. Where are we at here? We need the... oh, man, I got to go back to the bank. We need the... what do we need? Yeah, make it look like work. That'll scare the hell out of the kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. This is your future, kids.
Are you guys going to do any haunted houses?
I don't know. If we did, we'd probably kind of keep it light. Bennett's getting to that age where he'd probably go to some of the bigger, more thrilling ones.
I guess I forgot you got 2 preteens.
Yeah. The little ones. I
still can't get Scarlett to go.
Really?
Yeah, I took
not interested,
her.
or
Yeah, I took her and a friend of hers to the amazing haunted house here in North Webster.
Yeah,
which is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And by the way, North Webster had an awesome haunted house back in the 90s.
Yeah.
There at the Adventureland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they used the old dance depot, turned that into a haunted house. The Lions.
Yeah.
Or the Kiwanis, whichever one Dan's involved with. And oh my God, it was awesome. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I can't believe they quit doing it. A lot of work, though.
Yeah.
So they do the amazing haunted house now, which is at the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I took Scarlett and a friend of hers, and we didn't even make it 5 feet in. They got so scared because they can hear everything.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing all the...
It's the buildup that gets you.
Yeah, the sounds. And you go into a very dark entranceway, right? And I've already been in there several times, so I'm like, I love this. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a good jump scare, right? When you know they're coming.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, we walked out. They couldn't do it. And so I said, let's go to the Nightmare Factory down in Wabash. That sounds.
I heard that one's really good.
Yeah.
Hey, if you've been to it, leave us a comment. Let us know.
Let us know if you're going to it. Let us know.
Let the fans know.
Yeah, and I haven't even been to Soul Takers Acres.
I haven't either.
No.
Yeah. We used to always go up to the haunted jail in Columbia City.
Okay.
It used to be a yearly thing in high school. I think we kind of talked about it before, where I kind of like, if it's a haunted place, just leave that.
Leave it.
Because to me, that's more authentic and I don't know, thrilling. If you're going to do like a haunted house where you're doing jump scare, build something or find something and then make it. But yeah, I feel like they kind of got in that thing where they had to constantly try to make it better than last year, and it was just kind of starting to turn into a big
cauldron.
I've
never been to that one. I love the house. I've seen it. I walked around it.
And I mean, to me, it's haunted. It's haunted. I mean, the first year they reopened the basement where you could go in, we went, and you go down through there, and supposedly there's still
so it's
bodies.
Really haunted.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Supposedly there's still bodies in there.
Man, imagine what that energy does.
You can kind of feel it at times.
You know what I'm saying? With all that energy in there, if young people or anybody in general, but I would imagine a lot of high school type kids are in there. Mm-hmm. Imagine that energy that comes from that fear and stuff.
Yeah.
If that place is haunted. It would amplify it, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's been times where, and I know it's a haunted house and people are supposed to kind of, jump out and scare. There are a few times where things have just kind of been like, you kind of feel like I shouldn't be in this spot or, it's something like that. But the basement, it had the old stairs where they're just like wooden steps and you can see right through it, like old basement stairs.
Yeah.
And again, I know there's supposed to be people in there, but they're also not supposed to grab you and touch you. As I'm going up the stairs, something grabs my ankle and then like stops me and I kind of fall on the stairs. And you look down and it's dark, but you would have, where it was, you would have been able to see something.
Yeah, so they're not allowed to touch you, right?
Yeah. They can, if you're like spazzing out, they can be like, hey, it's okay. But,
I worked for Dr. Buzzsaw's Haunted Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And Amber and I actually were actors in that.
Cool.
And we were told, you don't grab anybody and don't touch anybody.
Yeah.
I did tap someone on the shoulder in the costume I had. And you know what? She turned around and she goes, you're not supposed to touch me. She scared the hell out of me when she said that.
Yeah.
Because she screamed it and I'm like, sorry.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Where I'm going to in Ohio this weekend, I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have a haunted hayride, and this thing was legit. I'm talking huge.
Really?
Yeah, huge with witches and all kinds of things that were flying on zip lines because you go under this tree line, and these zip lines, man, you see witches flying over you. They had cars come popping out at you like old hearse.
Yeah.
They come popping out at you, and they turn the brights on. or air horns, big fog horns and stuff like that scare the hell out of you. And that was I hadn't done that one for about 20 years, but man, that was fun. If it's there when I go down there tonight, I'll probably go.
Oh heck yeah. See, I want to go to like one of the haunted penitentiary in Ohio.
Yes.
I believe that's the same place they shot Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yes, I think so. Yeah.
So
wow.
I would like to do something like that where it's
they're all over.
Yeah,
right?
I like that stuff, man. That's where I'm like, it's creepy. You're just kind of there and you're waiting, see what happens. Kind of investigational kind of work.
Yeah. We need to do that.
Oh yeah.
And make the videos when we start doing videos.
Heck
I think that'd be real cool.
No, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really fun. I love those,
But I want it to be organic. I don't want no Hollywood edited bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
I love who was Zach Baggins? What was his show? Ghost Adventures? Yeah. What a great show.
I enjoyed the show.
And Zach's so dramatic,
Yeah.
He's so dramatic, but
you're gonna fight me, Ghost?
Yeah, you're gonna fight me. Okay.
What?
Dipstick. And I'll tell you one style of movie and thing I don't get into is like The Exorcist and the demon stuff.
Yeah.
That
I
just
try to stay away from it.
Freaks me out, man.
Yeah. I try to stay away from it. I don't want to invite anything into my life.
Gross.
Yeah.
Just creepy, freaky. It freaks me out too much. My mom, she sheltered me from a lot of that stuff when I was younger. So she always said, "Do not watch The Exorcist."
Oh, I know.
People were leaving the theater and throwing up. And
I always got told people were possessed in the theater while they were watching it. I was like, that's enough for me. I'm good.
Fuck that.
Yeah, pass on that one.
I dropped some F-bomb. I might have to edit those out in this one. Well, you know what, Josh? We better call it. We both got busy days.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Well, everybody, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. We hope you're enjoying the Mac and Rocker podcast.
Yes.
We're on YouTube at Macker Podcast, I believe, is the call signal there. Yeah. The URL. And check us out. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Let us know your haunted tales.
Yeah. What are your favorite horror movies? What kind of stuff are you into?
What are your favorite haunted houses around here? I know the Nile Scream Park is awesome.
That's always been a popular one.
Amber and I took our niece up there a couple of years ago, and they had Christmas Campus up there. Campus. And it scared the hell out of me.
Krampus.
Krampus, thank you.
Okay.
Well, that's Christmas Krampus, right?
I say campus, like, well, that sounds cool.
Haunted Krampus is what I meant. And someone scared me so bad I screamed like a woman, and Ella my niece thought it was the funniest thing. She goes, "Uncle Sky, you screamed like a woman. They scared the hell out of me. What do you